Hello, so welcome to the CSG Engineering Society YouTube CAD video series. In this video, we're going to go over the mechanical arm assembly exercise. Now, as like the other videos, we're first going to download the mechanical arm assembly files through here, download, get all of the files over here, and make sure to extract the files and give the folder a good name, please. Don't leave it as the default like how I've been doing. Okay. Now before we make the assembly file, I'm just going to first show you the steps that we'll be taking. Okay, so we'll first start off with the base, and then every consecutive link that we have is numbered, okay? And it goes in order as well. Okay, so let me show you. This is base, and the base is attached to the origin. Then we have link 1, link 2, link 3, link 4. And that's it. That's all we have to do. Let's close this now and let's make our assembly file. Open new. And mechanical arm assembly video. And as I said, give the folder location folder name a good name because this is quite ugly. Press OK and press OK. Open this up and load in all of your files. Press OK. Now what we need to do is let's move on from the part navigator to the assembly navigator. What we need to do first is we need to establish like a ground. So like how in the fidget spinner video we had the bearing as the ground, the thing that was at the very center and kind of like the foundation of the entire assembly. We need to basically establish that for this file as well. And that will be the base file right here, okay? So first, before we attach it to the origin, I'm going to first rotate it so it's facing upwards. Then I'm going to I'm going to use the move component again. I'm going to use the move point to point. Now select component, the component will be the base. Select from point, the point will be the bottom of the base. So this arc over here. And so we have selected the bottom point right there. And the point that it will travel to is to the origin. And we select that by going over here to the point dialog and then just pressing OK. Because by default, all of these values are 0. There we go. Now we've moved it to the origin. Click on OK. And once we've done that, we can now fix the base to where it is right now. Okay, so let's click on it, base, and fix it. So now it can't move anymore. Perfect. Now we will assemble the other components as well. So what we first have is we have the link 1. There's link 1. There's a hole right here. In order to fit that hole, we need a shaft, which is right there. Okay, so we will align this hole over here. Sorry, the shaft over there with the hole over here, like so. And then align the two faces that are in contact as well, like so. And then what we will need to do is we will need to now get link 2. Link 2 is that body over there. Okay, so this is a hole over here. So in order to match the hole, we need a shaft. Now on this part over here, we have 2 shafts. Now the way that we can figure out which shaft it is by using the analysis tool, measure. So we will measure the hole size over here and find out the diameter of that circle, the inner circle over there. And it tells us that this is 150 mil. Let's reset. And let's just check out the diameters of these 2 shafts over here, okay? So let's click over here. The diameter of this shaft is 100 mil, which isn't the correct one. Let's try the other one. The diameter of this shaft is 150 mm, which matches the diameter over here. Let's cancel this now. Let's go to assemblies, and let's now mate these together. So align this hole with this shaft, like so, and then align the two faces that are in contact. So this face over here is in contact with this face over here. Perfect. Let's close that. And now what I'll do is I'll take link 2. Okay, make sure that you're on link 2 and then rotate it out, because right now it's kind of merged together, isn't it? So let's go to the dynamic tool and rotate it out. Press on OK. Good. And now we'll need to get link, so not link 2, we'll need to get link 3. There it is, okay? Now link 2 ends with the shaft. Link 3 starts with a hole, and that's perfect. So let's go over here, align this shaft with this hole, like so, and then the two faces that are in contact, so this face and this face. And at the end of link 3, we have a shaft right there. And link 4 begins with a hole. So those two align as well, okay? So we'll go over here, also align. We're going to align this curved surface with this curved surface. And then we're going to align this face to touch this face. Like so, okay? Press on close. And yeah, that's our mechanical arm right there. Let's hide the assembly constraints, like so. And let's position it in a nice way as well. So let's move this link over here. Move it backwards. So like so, kind of make it angle backwards. And then get this body and rotate it forwards. And then get this body over here and rotate it downwards. This is all just for the sake of a photo. You were done the moment that link 4 was attached onto the assembly arm. And that's it. Now just for the sake of it, I'm just going to just wiggle around the end pointer over here. So link 4, I'm gonna move component, and you can see that, go on, there we go, yeah, see, the mechanical arm is moving around. Why is it not? Yeah, let's see, you can rotate like that, you can move like that, you can spin around, you can spin around, there you go, spin around. You now have a mechanical arm. Doesn't do that, you can do that, yeah. Okay, cancel that. Take this body as well, we can also rotate this body as well. Rotate it, there we go. So the mechanical body, sorry, the mechanical arm can also rotate as well, like so. Perfect. And that is the end to the mechanical arm assembly video. Thank you.